Hi, I'm spiritual coach Ivory Crump and also the author of God Hates Me. And if you're navigating your healing journey after religious trauma, I want to take a moment to honor where you are. Whether you're just starting to question things or you've already made major shifts in your beliefs and lifestyle. Either way, this message is for you. Religious trauma can shake the foundation of everything you thought you knew, and it can leave you feeling confused or angry or lost or even guilty for wanting something different. So, I want to talk about something really important, and that is there is no right way to heal. There is no one path you have to follow to find wholeness and peace and connection again. People handle religious trauma in different ways, and every response is valid. Some people choose to continue practicing religion and they find a way to redefine it and seek out more progressive and affirming communities. And they let go of the harmful teachings while holding on to what uplifts and inspires them. And that's okay. Other people step away from organized religion completely, but they may still believe in a higher power. And they may say the universe, or divine feminine energy, source, or whatever resonates with them. And they rebuild a personal spiritual practice that feels authentic and free for them. And that too is okay. And some people find that they no longer believe in a higher power at all. And they may identify as agnostic or become atheist, or maybe they're still trying to figure it out. And all of these are valid responses to religious trauma. Healing doesn't require you to come back to religion or want to run away from it. Healing is about coming home to yourself. Religious trauma often involves a loss of autonomy, being told what to believe, how to behave, who to be, what's good or bad, or acceptable in the eyes of God. So, healing is about reclaiming your right to choose. It's about tuning into your body and your intuition and your truth and asking, what do I believe? What do I value? What feels sacred and meaningful to me? And you don't have to explain or defend your beliefs to anyone because your journey is your own. And I'll share a little bit of my story. For me, religion became about rules and perfectionism. And I tried to do everything right and be perfect because I thought that was what God required. And I was conflicted between being human and being holy. And I wasn't happy. And through my spiritual awakening, I began to realize that I had spent my life trying to be perfect because I was worried about how members of the religious community would perceive me. And I also began to find peace in meditation and studying scripture on my own at home rather than going to church. And gradually, I began to deconstruct my religious beliefs and I found my own truth. And what I learned through my own journey is that freedom is not about what you believe, it's about whether you have the power to choose it. Now, I want to prepare you for something. If you decide that you no longer want to follow a religion, some religious people, maybe even people you love, will assume that you've lost your way. And they might say you're backsliding, or that you've been deceived, or that you're rejecting God. And that type of judgment can hurt, especially when it comes from family or community. But here's what I want you to know: choosing your truth is not the same as being lost. Sometimes leaving what no longer serves you is exactly what you need to find yourself. And you're not broken and you're not misguided. You're actually very brave. And whatever path you take, whether you stay, leave, return, or recreate something new, know that your healing is sacred. You have the right to explore. You have the right to change. You have the right to evolve. Your spiritual journey is yours. You don't need permission to grow. You are allowed to ask questions. You are allowed to feel angry. You are allowed to take your time. And through all of that, you are still worthy. You are still lovable, and you are still whole. And if you're navigating through this type of transition and you want support, again, know you're not alone. And I want to invite you to join my school community, the Safe Haven Circle. It's a space for women healing from religious trauma and reclaiming their identity and spirituality and power on their own terms. And if you're not sure where to start, then I encourage you to take my free religious trauma quick assessment. It can help you name what you're feeling and begin to make sense of your experience. Again, you're not crazy, you're not alone, and you're not lost. You are becoming. Peace, love, and light.